Barack Obama got elected president.
Okay.
And before he even took office in January, in November, he said the United States military is never going to spend another dime marketing in NASCAR.
I remember this.
And I got a phone call from General Cortez, who was the head of the Marine Corps Recruiting Command. He said, Ed, he said, I'm sorry. He said, I'm under executive orders. The commander-in-chief has said we cannot sponsor NASCAR ever again. So I can't send you any more money.
Wow.
That day, I lost a huge sponsor. And we improved we improved Marine Corps recruiting dramatically. And I can tell you all the things I did for them because they never had any marketing. Their marketing wasn't anywhere near what it should have been. You stop and think about it, is a recruiter goes into a home and says, I want to recruit your son or daughter to join the Marine Corps, and they're going to go kill people and get killed. How do you sell that idea to a parent? How do you sell that idea to a mother? And it's much more than that. It's about the country. It's about patriotism. It's about growing up, because when you join the Marine Corps, you're going to grow up one way or the other. So that day, and this is in late November, I knew I wasn't going to have a sponsor in January. And, the McDonald sponsorship, the Smithfield Food sponsorship was all subsidized by the McDonald's supply chain. It was a McDonald's car, but it was paid for by Smithfield Food. It was paid for by Tyson's Food, by the meat companies, because it was a great marketing. And Smithfield Foods said to me, yeah, I'll put $4 million in that car, but you got to run breakfast sausage commercials all the time. So we set it up so we changed the look of the car depending on what markets we're in to support we did Kraft cheese. We did all the different McDonald's suppliers because it was a way to leverage, take $1 of marketing and turn it into $5 of advertising, because NASCAR has that capability. It's changed today. The economics are different. But the day that happened, the economics went upside down, because at that point we couldn't do flyovers. We couldn't have any military there. None of that. And I can remember when we had the big race in Loudon, New Hampshire that we won, I bought 40,000 red roses and had 40,000 gold star pins made up. And every woman, it was on Mother's Day, we won that race. And every woman that came into that stadium up there got a red rose from a Marine in a salute.
Wow.
It said, thank you very much for being part of the United States Marine Corps. And every family that came in was a gold star or a silver star family, meaning somebody wounded or killed in combat got a card with a special recognition pin. And then we handed out the cards to all the fans. I spent probably $20,000 promoting the Marine Corps that one day. And then one year we had in Charlotte, I had a sunrise service for the military on Memorial Day. It's things like that where you take. We had one race, I think it was in Denver, Colorado, where I got helmets from all of the Marine Corps aviation units, and those were the helmets, and they all had the same radio system that we had in our race team, and the helmets were used to go over the wall for the pit crew. And we had a story for every helmet, and I gave it to Benny Parsons. I said, the Jackman's got this helmet from this combat pilot in the United States Marine Corps serving in da-da-da-da-da-da. And they read them on television, and that really bolstered the Marine Corps as being the defenders of our rights to go race and have fun and live a peaceful life. And, our United States military is one of the most undervalued assets in the history of man. So, okay, I'm way off on another point.
No. I want to talk about this for a minute.
But it was just Barack Obama said that the military was racist, and we couldn't have this. And 90% of the guys that were in the Marine Corps that came to my race team were black. I'm like, what the hell's he talking about? He has no idea who his audience is. But that was the beginning of the end for me. I thought anytime you get politics into sports, you got a problem.
This is unbelievable. This story right here is shocking. You know, it's
Well,
crazy.
I'll tell you something else too. My whole family were Democrats. They were coal miners. They were secretaries. My dad was a lifelong Democrat. He was a Central Committee man. My mother was a Democrat. Everybody in my family, coal miners, steel mill workers, union guys, all were members of unions. I grew up as a Democrat. That day when Obama did that, it became a Republican. I said, never again can the President of the United States take control of my fun because he doesn't know what he's talking about, calling NASCAR racist.
Wow. They're
pissed about it ever since.
yeah. Okay. Now we know why you got out of NASCAR.